Um, okay, we're live. Let me check my phone. Um, okay, so it is giving whatever. That look gives it a bit of a background. I'm fine with this. Do we have a viewer? No. Okay. Hello everybody. My name is Schultz and welcome back to another live stream. Today we're gonna be talking about the fnaf movie. I went to go see it last night. I went to the 9:50 showing. And holy crap, it was amazing. Um, it is a great movie, and I recommend that even if you don't necessarily like the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise, I would advise you go see it, but not as a horror movie. Um, if you're going into this film hoping for it to be a horror movie, don't. It's. I was going into it thinking it was going to be pretty gory and whatever because they said that the director said that they pushed the PG-13 rating to the limit, which they didn't. If that was pushing the PG-13 rating to the limit, holy crap, movies are really desensitized. So there's going to be spoiler. I should probably put that in the title. Whatever. Hey. All right. I'm back. So, like I was saying, if you're expecting this to be a horror movie, don't. It's definitely not a horror movie, and um, it's more of a thriller. There is some horror elements, but the whole movie isn't horror. It's not spooky like a majority of the time. So, I would put it in the more thriller category than horror. But looking at it, I I look at the movie from a lore perspective, from a FNAF fan perspective. Well, hardcore fan perspective, not a FNAF player perspective, if it makes any sense. Because if you're just looking at the movie as a FNAF game, you're gonna want it to be gory and bloody. I mean, and have a bunch of crap happening, and mainly be a horror and just an adaptation of the games. But that's not what the movie is. So basic plot of the movie here. Mike Schmidt, or Michael Afton, I'm pretty sure, doesn't have a job because he's kind of aggressive and stuff. Um, and his brother went missing a long time ago, and it turns out that Afton killed him, and blah 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 blah. So the point of the movie is, um, he has to get a job to support his sister, Abby, which so he gets a job at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza from a guy named Steve Raglan. He'll come. He'll become very important later. And he basically gives him the night one phone call from FNAF. He's like, animatronics get quirky, you know, that kind of stuff. And then he leaves, and then we literally don't hear from him for like the rest of the movie. I was like, where did he go? He was supposed to be like important. If he was phone guy, I should be showing up every night. What the frick is happening? Oh, my battery saver's on. Okay, let me plug. Is it? What the frick? Why is it? My. What? Oh. That makes sense. So he gets a job at the pizzeria, night shift, of course. 12 a.m., 6 a.m., 12 p.m., 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. Yes. Sorry, time is weird. Sorry, sidetracked. So he goes to the pizzeria, and the first night's pretty fine. I mean, he falls asleep, nothing really happens. But while he's asleep, he basically has a dream about his brother getting kidnapped. And yeah, that's it. I think the kids might show up, but I don't remember. I'm gonna do a more brief. Basically, he meets Vanessa, which is an officer, and Vanessa's Afton's son, which I did not see. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have seen that coming. No, he's Afton's daughter, which is something that I did not see coming. So yeah. And, basically, Cassie ends up having to come to the pizzeria because his babysitter gets murdered because his aunt wants... Okay. Michael's aunt wants Cassie... Not Cassie. I keep calling her Cassie. I don't know why I call her Cassie. Abby. The name is freaking Abby. For, money or something. I don't know. That it was, like, said in 1 second of the movie, so I don't remember. So basically, they try to break into the pizzeria and destroy some crap, and they all get killed by Freddy and the gang, which very minor spoiler for the movie, but Cupcake gets more kills than anybody in the movie. Afton had 0, and everyone else had 1. If you're counting Chica as separate from Cupcake, which I do, then Chica has 0 as well. Cupcake has 2. Everybody else has 1. It's freaking mental. They do use Foxy a lot in the movie, though, which is nice, because realistically, he's the most dangerous one. I guess you could make an argument that he's not as heavy as the other ones, but they're using the same endoskeleton, so... can you really? Other than he has a hook. Bonnie actually has bigger ears, so he probably would be heavier. Chica would probably be the lightest. The lore. Sorry. Anyway, basically Cassie makes friends with the, animatronics, because reasons, because they're kids, and they're happy, and whatever, they're friends. And then Vanessa gets real pissy with Michael, and she's like, don't bring, Abby back, or else... Gun. And Michael's like, okay, so... He gives his son... Sister! I can't freaking talk. He gives his sister to his aunt, and then she gets murdered by Golden Freddy. I missed a part of the movie, but basically, the kids are like, yo, we know who did it, but we want Cassie. No, they don't. We can give you this memory and this dream every night of you and your brother. if you give us Cassie. And he's like, yeah. And then he looks and he's like, shit. And then he looks behind and they're gone. He's like, no. To the Darth Vader, no. And so Golden Freddy goes to take Cassidy, take Abby, and that's when the whole climax of the movie starts. They take Abby, and Chica tries to spring lock her, but Michael's there, and he gets a taser, and he puts some water, and they're like, zzz. And that works. When they freaking the cupcake, because of course, and the cupcake starts like freaking mutilating his leg. Not mutilate, more like he's like on the leg, and he has like saws or the point is, he gets real screwed up, and Cassidy ends up leaving, and Vanessa shows up, but Vanessa's like, no, my father will like screw us all over, and screw me over, and he'll control me because he has like mind control powers or something. I don't know. Whatever. There's magic involved, but it's FNAF, so what do you expect? So she comes, but no, actually before that, Michael's like looking for Cassie. He's like, Cassie, and freaking Afton just walks up, and his he's not Springtrap yet, but he's also not Spring Bonnie. Look, if you look at I just want the picture. There. You can see that on this side, the suit's kind of withered a little bit, but on this side it looks completely fine. It's definitely not like green and tainted. He hasn't been sprung locked yet. Oh, I'm not screen sharing. Ooh. 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 No, not File Explorer. Yes. Go here and go here. I don't want any fan art. Da 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 da. Da. This side is real withered, and he's still missing part of his ear. But this side isn't, and he's definitely he hasn't been sprung locked yet. He definitely hasn't spazzed or whatever. Jeez, there's a lot of pictures here. Yeah, that's him choking Vanessa. It's him just standing there. It's Steve Raglan being revealed as Afton. Knife. Raglan. Him. I don't know what that is. Raglan in his office. Was he wearing glass? No, he wasn't. Okay, I hoped he wasn't. Anyway, so yeah, he gets sprung locked by the cupcake again. The cupcake. And the spring lock failure isn't actually good. It's not accurate. It's definitely not as gory as it's not gory at all. It has no blood. It has nothing. Literally just kind of just like but he's not like screaming like in the games. Or in the famous audio clip from something. That was probably the only downfall of the movie, was there wasn't enough blood in the Springlock failure section. because there wasn't any, and there wasn't enough clear physical torment in Afton being sprung. I think that's why. I think that's what they meant by they pushed it, because I mean you could see it clamping in on his chest, but it wasn't like spiky and painful. Like the spring locks were just kind of metal rods that just clamped very fast. They weren't like spiky and they didn't grip into his skin. It was just blunt. It was very blunt, like being run over by a truck, basically. Not as much as being run over by a truck with spikes on the front of the truck. I think there's the whole I always come back, blah, 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 blah. And then the movie ends, and it's fun. Yeah, that's the movie. It's a really good movie, and, the ending fight between Afton and freaking Michael is hilarious, and it's incredibly unrealistic. I know, it's saying something from, oh, I completely forgot one of the most important parts of the movie. It's a picture that keeps reappearing. It's all the little kids holding hands with Afton, and they're all happy. That's what's making the animatronics so hostile and so weird, because they don't remember that they were killed by Afton. So when they take the picture down and Abby draws another one and puts it in the place, and they shine line on it, then the animatronics are like, Afton, 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 and then they murder him. Kind of. He always comes back though. That's basically a FNAF movie in like a nutshell. Really good movie. Again, I say that a lot. This is gonna be one of the longer videos. Josh, I eat cicadas. Crunch. Well, hello. Josh. Welcome. If you are still here. I'm signed in. I'm the host. Okay, whatever. That's basically the Spooky Freddy movie. I watched it with my friend. We bought tickets on the first. Well, I bought them, so I paid for it. He got the popcorn though, so kind of mutual. Can't wait for it to come out on Blu-ray, because I'm gonna analyze every single freaking frame of the movie. I'm gonna get one of them DVD things, and I'm gonna hook it up to my computer, and I'm just gonna sit for an entire day analyzing the movie. Send everything I find to MatPat, and then yeah. That's really it for this video. Just like a basic rundown of the FNAF movie. I don't know what it sounds like, but I love Afton's voice in the FNAF movie. I don't know if it's on YouTube yet. Okay, I'll show you a clip. Second room. Huh? Yeah, see, look, here it is. Here's the death of the movie. Oh, he does stab him. Okay. And then his eyes come back. He doesn't get spring locked in the face though. That's the one from the movie. I'll play it with the actual sound from the movie.
Come back. Did the Five Nights at Freddy's movie just promise us to...
Shut the fuck up. I don't give a shit.
where the spring block malfunction is induced by water seeping onto the...
Okay, I wanted the actual scene. I didn't really give a crap about your commentary. This was not a colossal disappointment. I know critics hated it, and you probably hated it, but it was fine. It was a good movie. I'm defending this movie. Like I said, the one part that I do not like about the movie was the way that the spring block failure was portrayed. But other than that, the movie was great. It had references to the books. It had references to the movies. The games. It had references to the freaking fan community. I mean, MagPat's cameo in the movie, he was named Ness after his Sans is Ness theory. So, does that mean he's Sans in the movie? I don't know. Who cares? Actually, that would be pretty funny if it was a battle between Sans, Golden Freddy, and Springtrap in the second, and Puppet, because Puppet's in the second movie, and Puppet in the second movie. Well, we think it is. After credit scene spoilers, basically, there's the Puppet's music box, but also, throughout the movie, there's a bunch of Balloon Boy jump scares. There's this, like, little Balloon Boy, like, this tall, and he's just randomly thrown throughout the movie. I think there's 3 scenes of him in the movie. Anyway, that's it for this video. Also, thank you so much for the support on the short. Whole 95 views or whatever it was. That's a lot of views. And it was an announcement that I'm making a new show on my second channel.